Hello and welcome everybody to this tutorial about how to create a CNC machine in SolidWorks. Here is Henny Jigam, mechatronic engineer. Tutorial number 2. We're gonna create the parts that will allow the carrier to translate, called the sliders. So click on new 3D representation, and we're gonna draw our sketch as usual. Always center line. Okay, we're gonna begin by rectangles. Here, first one. 45. Okay, and another one here below, which is about 8, and the height of the first one is 24.5. Okay, like that is good. Another rectangle aligned with this one, like this. No, sorry, it have to be coincident. You can do it by clicking on this one and the other segment, and you put collinear. Okay, we add a collinear relation. Then twelve, 21 here. Okay, and now we're gonna trim some entities that we do not need. Trim to closest. Yes. Okay. And then we have to mirror, make a symmetrical shape of the first one. We select all the entities. Must click the entities that have not been selected. Okay. Yeah. The first shape of the sliders. Check the last dimensions. Is good. Okay, everything is good. Now we're gonna extrude. Exit sketch. We go on feature, extrude base, and here in selected counters we select the inside area. The extrusion is about 24. Okay. Weird shape. Then we're gonna need holes here. We click on this surface, and the floating menu we click sketch. Okay, it's better to create a center line so we are able to locate the center of the shape. I think this is good. Maybe the other direction, because I have already a defined dimension that I'm going to show you. Okay, the center line here, and you draw a circle. With smart dimension we define its diameter, it's about 17. Okay, and then you define the distance between the circle and the upper surface, which is gonna be 12. Good. What we need to do next is to create fillets, but this time gonna need fillets from the sketch, so I need to draw them myself. like this. The fillets are about 10. Sorry, we go on sketch fillet. It's about 10, is good. And you click OK. Now I have my fillet. What I do next, I exit the sketch and we're going to extrude cut. We must select the area here that we need to cut. We select the circle. Okay, with its both halves, and we select the corners here, which are going to create the fillets. The cut must be higher than 80 to be able to arrive to the next surface. And you click OK. And then we have our piece, which is almost ready. Now we need to do some holes to be able to assemble it to the other parts. So we go on the below surface. Okay, we click the sketch menu, and then we need to draw center lines, construction lines like always. And you're gonna draw some circles to be able to make holes. Create the first one. Remember that circles are always 2.4. The distance to the tip is 4. And the distance to the center line is about 6. And you're gonna draw other circles a little bit further. Okay, this one is spaced with a distance of 33. Okay, we're gonna need another center line because the holes are symmetric. Center line to the center of the piece. Mirror about this line, and entities to mirror 2 holes, and this distance should be 60. Okay, 16. Mirror entities again, and this time about this line. There are 4 holes now. Okay, we have our 4 holes, 4 circles. Okay, now we extruded cut, and the distance is okay. We just need them to go further than this surface. Okay, this is good. Our part is finished now. Just need to color it. Now we give it small color. Always in gray is good. Maybe a little bit shiny. Okay, now we save and you call it sliders. There's 1 because you have another type of sliders in this model. Okay. We need to create other part. And so we go on new, as always. 3D representation. The next part that we are going to create is the sliding sleeve. The part that receives all the wear resulting from friction from the sliding movement. This sleeve is a little bit special because it's made of small balls, small spherical parts. So what you're gonna do is to draw two cylindrical, two circles, sorry. Diameter, the first one is 16, the second one is 10. Okay, we exit sketch, we go on future, extrude. The extrusion will be 22. Okay. Now we need some fillets to make it look prettier. Fillets of 1.5. Okay. Sorry, we need to select this edge, just the edge. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is to make space for the little balls. We need to make some cylindrical holes. Okay. We select the above plane, top plane. We do a sketch on it and we go normal. As usual, center lines. Okay. We're gonna draw some small circles to be able to create the holes. The small circles are about 1.5. Okay, starting from this point 1.6. And we need a linear pattern. We need to repeat this shape many times along the axle. Okay, number is 6 and the distance is less, maybe 1.2 distance. And the objects, the entities that are going to pattern are the circles. Okay. This is going on the wrong direction. We're gonna need to swing the direction up here. We have the choice, either we click on the blue point here and we drag until we are aligned with the center lines, or we go here in the angle A1 and we write 217 degrees, which is 90 degrees but in the other direction. Okay, this is good. Now what we need to do is to increase this distance to 3. Okay, here we have our 6 holes. Exit and we do an extruded cut. Gonna cut through the surface. One cut, about 10. We click OK. Now we have space for our little balls. Now we need to pattern circular pattern for these holes. Feature to pattern. For the axles, we need just to select the inside surface, cylindrical surface. Here, it knows where to repeat them, and you increase the number of repetition by 10. That's good. Click OK. I have many tiny holes now. We need to add some effect. We're going to choose another plane. It is parallel to the top plane. Go here, reference geometry plane. We choose the plus sign to show the creation tree, and then we select top plane. Okay, the minimum distance is 10, it's automatically selected. Click OK. Now I go to this plane and we click sketch in the floating menu here. We open a sketch on this plane and we're gonna draw a rectangle like this. We begin by the construction line. We draw a half rectangle because we're gonna do it by mirror shapes. It's 1.5. Here is 0.5, 0.5 also here, and I go to mirror entities, mirror about the construction line, and the entity to mirror is 3 segments. Okay. Then we have our rectangle, exit sketch, and we're gonna extrude it good, but not the all depth. Just select a small area. We just need a little shape, not a full form. Maybe 2.3. Maybe a little bit less, 2.2. Okay. And then we have our shape. We must hide the plane to not look very pretty. For this extruded cut, we're gonna need to repeat it with a circular pattern. The same parameters. For the axle, we select the inside surface. It will be placed automatically under the previous repetition. We click OK. Our sliding sleeve is almost done. We just need the working part, the friction part, which are the balls. Okay, for this we're gonna need another plane. Maybe not. We just have to draw on the right plane, and the last one. Click on sketch. Okay, what we need to do is to draw a half circle, which is gonna be our ball later. But we need the ball to go under the surface. So to understand more, we need to begin by drawing. Just draw a center line starting from this point. And we're gonna draw a circle right here. Okay. So this circle, we need it to be a little bit lower. So we're gonna increase this distance a bit more, too much. 0.7 is okay, and we go here to the pole points and we draw a line. We're gonna trim the half of this circle like this, only a half circle needed. Okay, this is gonna be needed to create the bow. Exit sketch. We go to revolved boss space. We're gonna revolve this shape here, like this, and we click OK. Sorry for the parameters, we need merge result 360, and the axe of revolution is the line, the construction line that we have drawn before. Okay, the first ball is created. As usual, we're gonna need to repeat it the linear pattern first. Here is gonna need an axle. We just need select one of these edge here, going in this direction. And for the repetition, we need 6 repetitions. Features pattern, our ball, and for distance, we're gonna need 3 millimeters like the previous one. We click OK. Our 6 balls first are created. We go on repeating by a circular pattern to fill all the other holes. Feature to pattern, the first ball and the repetitions, L pattern and revolve 1. For the axle we select the inside area, and with the repetition number of 10, all the balls are in place. Okay, if you like, we can coloriate and give a color to the balls. Special color, we select these 3 last functions and we go to appearance, shiny, like this is good, and we give a color to the whole part. Maybe color more dull, like this. Okay, we have our sliding sleeve now equipped with metallic balls. You have to save. Sleeve 1. Save. Okay, thank you everybody for following, and see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.